The crisis surrounding the Boeing 737 MAX began with two devastating crashes. Lion Air Flight 610 in Indonesia, 2018, and Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 in Ethiopia, 2019, which claimed 346 lives within just 5 months. Investigations revealed a critical flaw in the MCAS software, which automatically forced the aircraft's nose down based on faulty sensor data. Pilots, unaware of the system's full function due to inadequate training, were unable to regain control. This led to the global grounding of the 737 MAX from March 2019 to late 2020 and ignited outrage over Boeing's failure to disclose vital safety information. The consequences were not limited to technical issues. They deeply impacted trust. Airlines such as Lion Air, Garuda Indonesia, Turkish Airlines, and China Southern either canceled or suspended MAX deliveries and pivoted to the Airbus A320neo. In the US, American Airlines, Southwest, and United Airlines collectively canceled thousands of flights, incurring losses in the hundreds of millions of dollars. Boeing was fined nearly $2.5 billion by the US Department of Justice and faced lawsuits from victims' families, shareholders, and whistleblowers. The scandal highlighted systemic cultural failures within Boeing. Internal communications revealed engineers describing the MAX as a plane designed by clowns, supervised by monkeys. Such revelations severely damaged Boeing's public image and investor confidence. The MAX crisis marked the most critical turning point in modern Boeing history, a collapse not only in engineering and ethics, but in strategic vision. On January 5, 2024, Alaska Airlines Flight 1282 made headlines when a mid-cabin door plug detached from a Boeing 737 MAX 9 at 16,000 feet. The aircraft experienced rapid decompression, triggering oxygen masks and causing passenger panic. Fortunately, there were no fatalities, but the incident dealt another blow to Boeing's reputation. The FAA promptly grounded all US-operated MAX 9 aircraft for emergency inspections. Airlines including United, Alaska, and Copa canceled hundreds of flights. Preliminary investigations suggested improperly installed or missing bolts on the door plug, raising concerns about Boeing's production quality and oversight, particularly at subcontractor Spirit AeroSystems. Boeing paid over $160 million in compensation to Alaska Airlines and faced public scrutiny, including U.S. Senate hearings on corporate safety culture. The FAA responded by pledging stricter oversight of commercial aircraft manufacturing. This incident reignited widespread doubt about the 737 MAX's safety and Boeing's quality control capabilities. On June 12, 2025, Air India Flight AI-171, operated by a Boeing 7878 Dreamliner, crashed shortly after takeoff from Ahmedabad, killing more than 240 people. It was the first fatal accident involving the 787 since its introduction in 2011. Though the investigation is ongoing, the crash has shaken the global aviation community. Air India immediately canceled at least 8 international flights and began inspecting its Dreamliner fleet. India's Directorate General of Civil Aviation ordered other Indian carriers to conduct safety audits on their 787s. International operators such as British Airways and Qatar Airways also ramped up scrutiny of their Dreamliner operations. The FAA and EASA launched joint probes alongside Boeing. The crash occurred just weeks after Boeing settled lawsuits related to the 737 MAX for over $1.1 billion, reigniting concerns about a prolonged internal crisis. Although no design flaw has been confirmed as the cause, aviation safety experts are questioning Boeing's internal audit protocols and quality assurance. The Dreamliner, once seen as a symbol of innovation, is now under intense public and regulatory scrutiny. In response to this wave of crises, airlines worldwide are making bold moves. Qatar Airways canceled its 737 MAX 10 order and committed entirely to Airbus for its narrow-body fleet. Icelandair opted for the Airbus A321XLR to replace its aging Boeing 757s. LOT Polish Airlines, traditionally loyal to Embraer and Boeing, placed its first Airbus A220 order, a strategic shift towards safer, next-generation aircraft. Meanwhile, United and Alaska Airlines deployed independent engineering teams to re-inspect every bolt and fuselage component after the MAX 9 incident. Ryanair, one of Boeing's largest customers, dispatched its own engineers to oversee assembly at Boeing's factories. Many carriers are renegotiating delivery terms and demanding greater accountability for maintenance and certification. Boeing now faces heightened scrutiny from the FAA, NTSB, and even political oversight from the U.S. Congress. The company's CEO skipped the 2025 Paris Air Show to focus on damage control, while Boeing shares continue to fluctuate sharply. Trust erosion is no longer speculative, it is evident. Boeing risks long-term market loss unless it proves its ability to build safer, more transparent, and more reliable aircraft. Above all, this crisis is not just a financial setback, it is a test of Boeing's future. Will the company reform, or will it continue down a path of decline? Airlines are waiting for answers, and so are passengers.